AI isn't the future. It's happening now, changing how we work and grow. Millions of businesses will choose to stay in the past. But for you, the ones who dare to ask, what's next? AI is the answer. And this moment, it's the most exciting, profitable time to be curious. Today, you will learn how to unlock a massive opportunity, an AI workforce, including AI voice assistants.
Hello, my name is Stella. What can I help you with today?
Automated AI SMS responses, and find out how top agencies are using AI to get, keep, and grow their customers. It's all happening right now at Vendasta Connect.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vendasta Connect 2024. I'm Jeff Tomlin, Vendasta co-founder, and let me tell you, I've been here since the beginning, and this is absolutely the most exciting time we've been venturing through, in part because of the practical application of what we're building, and in part because of the amazing results we see people achieving. We're thrilled to have you with us here today, ready to explore how AI can help you win more clients for you and your local business customers. Here's what's in store for today. We'll dive into game-changing insights from some incredible speakers, including Tom Slucum and Brendan King, and walk you through Vendasta's AI product vision. We're going to hear from our product teams. Plus, you'll get hands-on strategies for implementing AI in your agency, from building your own lead gen AI employee to hearing real-world examples of how partners are using these tools to scale. Just a couple quick pointers. Please first engage with us. We've got Vendasta team members live in the chat, so don't hesitate to jump in there, ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect to other attendees. Ask questions and vote up your favorites, and we're going to get to a few of the answers throughout the event. Plus, keep an eye open for the polls. We're going to run a couple of polls. It'll take a second to answer. We want to hear from you. Most sessions today are live, so we're keeping it authentic. Complete with ums and ahs and everything. So some, like the partner panel and Tom Slucum's keynote, were recorded so our speakers can engage in the chat and answer your questions in real time. So that's cool. Today, you'll see how Vendasta's AI employees, like our AI receptionist, sales manager, and content creator, are transforming how agencies engage and convert. Starting tomorrow, our AI can respond to customers via SMS, manage missed call texts, and soon it'll even book meetings and handle voice calls. Plus, we're rolling out some exciting CRM features like automated customer pipelines and enhanced review management to help you streamline the entire customer journey. Now let's dive in. All right, everyone, let's get right into it with our first speaker, Tom Slucum. Tom is a founder and CEO of the SD Lab, where he's helped sales teams drive over $50 million in revenue and is known for his no-nonsense, actionable insights. Today, he'll dive into how agencies can position themselves as AI leaders, engaging clients at any level of AI readiness. And as a bonus, everyone here will get exclusive access to Tom's 100-plus page B2B sales playbook to take your sales strategies to the next level. Get ready, everyone. Here's Tom Slucum.
What's going on, everybody? I'm so excited to see you all here. Thanks to Vendasta for having me. Today, we're going to talk about how AI is rewriting the agency playbook. Be very brief, very quick. Why you want to listen to me and why I'm even here today is I am the founder and CEO of my own agency, the SD Lab, where we specialize in helping B2B companies scale their sales process and find a way to build out a GTM strategy that is repeatable, successful, and helps you grab your market share. I have built and led 4 SDR teams, drove over 50 million in revenue, and my biggest favorite stat that people love to hear is I've made over 500,000 cold calls. So if you're in the audience, you got a team that needs help there, you want to learn how to do it, I am the guy for that. And at the end, you will see my LinkedIn profile. I am a LinkedIn top voice, been building a brand there for years. So as you guys are here today, any follow-up questions, anything you want to just chop up and talk to me about, hit me on LinkedIn and I'm there. But we've got a short window here, so we're going to dive right in and talk just a little bit about, again, how AI is rewriting the agency playbook. In November of 2022, ChatGPT dropped. We all saw that come, right? It opened up, people started tapping into it. It was kind of the first real introduction to AI in the world. Everybody got it at their fingertips now. And from then, look at this trend. Just look at this for just 30 seconds, right? It's only getting bigger. The rise of AI automation is what everybody is looking at. How do I get faster, stronger, clearer, and better in my processes, my operations, my agency? How do I automate? How do I leverage this AI? And it's only getting bigger. From there, not only did that drop, and now people are looking at this, now look at this. Well, now how do I look for AI automation agencies? Because I want to know how to do this, but I don't know what I'm doing. So you have a giant opportunity here right now to pave your way as a long-term agency that's going to take a huge market share in the future, because in right now, 2024, the global AI market is valued at $515 billion. Already, AI dropped what, 2 years ago, right? If we go back, we look at this, right? This just happened and look at the boom already. And now it's projected to reach 1.81 trillion by 2030. So guys, we have 6 years to get ourselves locked in, specialize our niche, figure out how we're going to help our prospects and grow with them, because this is something that they are interested in. This is something they want. This is something you as an agency want. How do I automate a lot of things? And how do I embrace the AI to where it can support what we're trying to do? Okay. And now you see the growing demand for AI solutions. A recent survey that they had done indicated that 83% of companies right now are considering an AI a top priority, right? Raise your hand in the group, right? This is what you're trying to do. It is a top priority. It's going to continuously grow. We just saw the market cap is continuously going to get bigger, and a lot of things are going to re-ran on AI automation. And we need to figure out how to embrace some of those solutions into our business, okay? We need to tap into it. It's estimated to be about 50 billion in the US alone. So for me at the FD Lab, I'm literally obsessed over this. I think about it. I have sales leaders and B2B companies calling me, figuring out how to penetrate go-to-market strategies, and the old playbooks are no longer working, right? In my day and age, in 2007 up until a few years ago, a lot of guesswork, a lot of trying to figure out the right time, the right message. How do I penetrate the market in a way to help us, see the results that we want? AI is now doing that, right? I am specializing in it and helping people with their sales process and then their workflows. A lot of founders right now building agencies don't have budget. They have small teams, but that small team needs to be mighty. And that small team of 3 needs to operate like it's a team of 9 or 12. And embracing AI is the way to do it. So my niche right now is showing businesses how they can do less do more with less. I'm scaling their tech back. I'm showing them different tools that can help them do research and do competitor information and do their messaging and really help them penetrate a market by embracing automation through AI. So find a way to really understand your buyers, your personas that you're working with. If you're in service businesses, roofing, maintenance, whatever it may be, what can you do to really solidify yourself as that agency that is embracing AI and going to then give that back to your prospects and your buyers to help them then grow and scale what they're trying to do? And the best way to do that is first understanding your audience, okay? By yourself as that agency that is embracing AI and going to then give that back to your prospects and your buyers to help them then grow and scale what they're trying to do. And the best way to do that is first understanding your audience, okay? This is a big piece of this. You have those that are AI aware. You have those that are AI unaware, okay? With the aware, they're actively looking for partners and solutions. This is something they're doing right now. The traffic is coming on Google as we speak. But before you jump in with them, benchmark their knowledge, okay? Understand where they're actually at, because ChatGPT, everybody knows that. That's probably going to be their basic information that they know of AI, but do they really know AI? And so I always preach, seek to understand and then be understood. So they come to me, I have a sales leader and he's like, we're looking at AI, we're doing a couple things. And I'm like, talk to me about that. What do you mean you're looking at AI? After I get in conversation, they're not really looking at AI. They think they are. And I'm like, okay, what about this? When you get into that type of conversation, you start building trust and credibility and you turn it into a consultative sale, right? You're now asking them. Now, you're not trying to embarrass them. You're not trying to show them that they don't know what they're doing, but you want to understand how aware they are and then give them wins to help them progress and get into it and be like, oh, what do you know about this? Where then we get into the AI unaware, and that's where you got to be a little bit careful. They don't know much about it at all. They're very scared. They're going to call you, or you're going to try to pitch them an AI, and immediately they're going to shut you down because they're so concerned about it, right? I have a mother-in-law who's a teacher trying to adapt in this world and kind of understand what she could be doing. If I start getting in this conversation, she gets really worked up. I did it. I lost a deal one time in the last, I think this was over the summer, was on with the sales leader. We were talking about AI, working with their workflows, and I overwhelmed them. And I just started spewing because, again, this is something that I'm very aware of. I love it. I could talk for hours, and I overdid it. I lost that deal. Even though I was the right option, I could progress, I spooked them, right? They were like, nope, this is too much to get involved in. I'm out. Where had I, again, seek to understood, take it slow, kind of embrace maybe just a small piece of AI for them, I could have introduced them to it and taken my time with them and been a true growth partner, right? And said, hey, I understand this is a lot. Let me show you how we can simplify it and just start here. And where is here? Let me show you. What you could do to take it a little bit less threatening and start slow is educational workshops. This changed the game for me. I've done a few of these over the 2 years that I've been an agency owner, running the companies. I used to do this in our sales funnel at the orgs that I was at. Educational workshops, okay? These are huge. Easy, low barrier item for you as an organization. You can launch one in the next 60 days, 90 days, if you're not already doing these. But you turn your knowledge into leads, okay? Both of those funnels we just went over, right? You've got the AI aware, you've got the AI unaware. Bring them into a room. Put your face at the front of it, right? You build a nice landing page. This one's just an example for you. Let's say you're in the roofing business. You offer a free live workshop. How are you helping your roofing clients lean into AI automation? What are some things you're doing? What are their concerns? You get ahead of all the objections and concerns in these workshops. Take note of what the apprehensive is, but people are not doing it. Take those to a workshop. And those that are doing it, bring those to the workshop. So you start there, run maybe a 60-minute session, dive into how you're going to help them, right? A tool that can help them. That turns into leads. Now they're tuned in. They maybe get a free gift from you in there. I'm a big believer about like the ATM kind of transaction with your prospects and clients is the more that I deposit, the more opportunity I have to withdraw from them later, right? If you keep just withdrawing from an ATM, what happens? You end up in the red and you run out of funds, right? But if you're continuously putting healthy deposits, you can go to the bank, get your money when you need, and it's a nice, smooth transaction, right? So with your clients and prospects, it's the same thing. Give, and give some more. And then you can go in for your ask. And when you hit that withdrawal, you're getting that big payday, right? So you start the workshop, educate them on some AI automation. What are small wins that they can do today that help them move the needle in their business that doesn't break your bank as a business, right? You're not giving away the farm here, but you get them introduced. They turn into leads. You push that off to your sales team after the fact, and now they're following up and they're engaging with those folks and they're building trust with you because you just gave them a free, non-committal opportunity to sit with you in this workshop, learn your expertise, get to know you, understand your experience with AI, and then they're going to turn into clients for you. So easy thing for you to do right now. If anything you take from the session, go start a workshop. Do them bi-weekly, do them quarterly, do them monthly. I do them about every quarter. I try to run where I get into some AI stuff in sales. I'll take people through how I'm using it, what's been going on in our world, how we took it through our clients. And I'll get 3 to 5 leads, 10 leads out of those sessions because people are now non-threatened. They just get to tune in and they're like raising their hand. They're like, oh man, this is me, versus that high pressure demo or sales cycle where they're not ready, right? This is very, very chill for them. They don't have to make a buying decision and they're getting exposure to you, your style, what you do, and it turns into long-term clients for you. So do a workshop, super simple. From there, also, the give that you can give is an AI readiness audit. Audits are incredible. As a business, you can go in and tell them, thanks for tuning in today, right? Now with that, here's what I want to give you is let's test let's audit your readiness for AI. Let's look at your sales cycle. Let's look at your internal operations, your team, and let's showcase the ROI of AI solutions by evaluating areas for you like lead follow-ups, SOP creation, I don't know about you, but guys, AI and helping you standardize operations is a big piece of it. I just went through the past month and put 16 together for my business to plan for my 4-year exit strategy, right? AI helped me get there. So you're able to demonstrate tangible improvements in this audit. You then are able to frame the audit as a way to identify high impact areas for them where AI can transform their current workflows. So you take them through this, you get them on the call, you have a chance to then deliver that tailored AI blueprint, building trust and credibility with them as a follow-up. And it's a free, easy give. Once you build one, you can kind of scale it out with everybody, tailor it a little bit for them, specific to their situation. But people love an audit. They want to know their gaps. They want to see where they can improve. And if you can provide that, you can turn those into clients right after the bat. You don't need to know everything about AI to sell or for your clients to really buy, right? This makes AI chatbots a really simple, effective first step for both agencies and the clients to start seeing the benefits of AI very, very quickly. What you're able to do with a chatbot is convert existing site visitors into leads. Clients can quickly see a return on investment here. And this is what makes chatbots an appealing first step into AI because of the impact on revenue and how measurable it is. You can see foot traffic, meetings, appointments booked, calls coming in. These AI chatbots are showing really incredible conversion rates. You'll hear about more of this today, I'm sure. But a year ago, you'd have to build these from scratch for your clients. And now companies like Vendasta have them out of the box, ready for you to sell. And so it's so straightforward that you can have it live on their site during a single sales call, making it a no-brainer. You can take them right through the call, and by the end of it, they've got an operational AI chatbot. So as clients see the benefits of a simple AI tool, they may be more open to exploring others of your AI-driven solutions that could improve different areas of their business. So easy win here, AI chatbots. Another real easy opportunity for you as you navigate this is offering ongoing consulting to clients as they do continue to embrace and integrate AI. You're able to frame this as a monthly retainer, and this will position yourself as a long-term partner and growth partner supporting their growth, right? I recently did this. I had a team that I was working with. We didn't have a big need to really dive into some of the offerings we had, but one thing that they wanted to do was just keep me on retainer. I was an expert. I knew the AI that they were getting into. So we figured out a way to package it up. And I said, for this amount of money per month, let's just stay in touch, right? We'll have a weekly standing meeting. I'll help you. I've got the team. We'll help you build these things out of box, kind of get it in motion for you. And I focus on a specific area, right? The important part about consulting here and this retainer is really make it niche. You want to really it's for something specific, right? Like sales or customer support. For me, it's on that sales side, but this is where you're that expert. I am the AI sales expert. Customer service, that's a different arena, right? With somebody on my team, but you want to show that specialization because it then shows the client they're working with a trusted authority. It's cool to say you do everything, but as we all know, as agency owners, we all had to do this at some point in building our business. You have to get very niche and really lock in on who you're servicing, who you're helping. And it's the same thing with the retainer. Who is it for? And really get granular on that. Because once you do that, there's so many benefits to a retainer model, right? This keeps clients adaptable and future ready because as they grow, you're growing with them. And it highlights, this competitive advantage of consistent AI support. Because as we all know from the beginning, this is going to be $1 trillion industry. So they need somebody to guide them. They don't have the time to get into all that, but you do. So they'll want to keep you on, and you'll continuously evolve with them and show them different things and consult them on moving forward with the AI, right? And so from that, you then also get the rinse and repeat. That's what retainer models are so great. You're able to identify common client problems, make it very easy. What are the things you're always being asked? What are the things that are constantly coming up? Turn those into solutions that are repeatable, scalable options, right? And offerings. Because after then you're just rinsing and repeating that. You're able to productize these solutions to build efficiency, and it's allowing your agency to drive very high value across your clients, okay? I did that. Like I said, I reduced their headcount. I was working on the sales side with these guys. They had a 15-person SDR team. They wanted to scale. They wanted more headcount. But by bringing me in just a monthly retainer, We kept that team of 15, but now they're producing as if they're a team of 30, right? Because we went into some processes, we looked at different levers we could pull, and they trusted me, right? And now that offering is now something I'm productizing and building out SOPs for, and I'm adding up to my head of sales, and we're going to scale that into 2025 now, right? Very easy now that I've done it a few times, we can scale that out. So easy thing, find yourself some monthly retainers, get in with your clients and show them you're their expert, and just guide them. And then eventually they'll turn into long-term clients. I'm going to give you key takeaways, right? The time is now. Get in, start small, but scale fast. Don't waste your time. Get in, dive in, start looking at how you can niche into your market, be competitive with your other competitors by driving the AI into your solutions. Retainer models, this is a great win for you. Very easy. You guys can all do this right now in the next couple of months. Find a way to build a retainer model that offers AI support. They will eat it up because, as you guys saw in the beginning, the traffic is going up. They're looking for it. So get it on your website. Let them know they can hire you in. You could be that in-house external team for them, right? And then specialize and scale. Really figure out where you can live in and leverage AI and take it to your prospects and your clients. And I'll leave you with this. You can download my B2B sales playbook, your blueprint to growth. It's an entire 100-page sales playbook fully built out that you can hand to your sales team right now. They'll have templates, processes, anything you need to help them go to market as you launch these AI solutions. They'll help take it to market and start grabbing you those meetings and that pipeline very, very fast. Free on the house for you guys through this link. And if you have any questions, any concerns after this, you can find me on LinkedIn. That's where I said I was. But it was a pleasure to be here. The time is now, guys. Don't be afraid of AI. Find a way to position yourself as that agency because the traffic is coming. You want a piece of it. And it's really low entry right now for you to start building trust with some folks and getting them in your sales pipeline. But it was a pleasure. Any follow-up questions, reach out to me on LinkedIn and enjoy the rest of the conference. Thanks for having me.
Well, a big thanks to Tom for that. And before I introduce the next speaker, we did have a poll running. So take a quick look at that. How many of you are performing AI audits to assess clients' readiness? And it looks like 37% said no, 41% planning to. So it looks like there's an opportunity there. Anyways, getting on to our next speaker. Next, I want to introduce Brendan King, CEO of Vendasta. Brendan and I have been working together since the very beginning, and even actually before that. I know he's pumped to talk about this, and the whole team here is all in with our direction on AI. Without further ado, let's go, Brendan.
All right. Thanks for that introduction, Jeff. I just got back from a trip to Asia, so it was a 30-hour flight, and I didn't get in till 2 in the morning, but I'm pumped and ready to be here regardless. So it's great to see all of the folks registered here, and I'm excited today to talk to you. Now, I really just have one thing that I want to talk about today. Boy, I want to see if my clicker is not working. I have one thing that I want to talk to today, and that's really a massive opportunity. So in front of us, there is this huge opportunity. And the cool thing about this opportunity is we're actually able to see it coming. Lots of times opportunities happen and we look back and say, wow, there was a huge opportunity, we missed it. And so I wanted to show how big this opportunity is. I wanted to just entertain me for a minute. What if you had a time machine? What if you could go back in time and you could go back to 1984, when Microsoft was taking advantage of the personal PC, or you could go back to 1999 and when Google was really just getting going with its search engine, or in 2007 when Apple released the iPhone. What would you different if you knew then what you know now? You'd do a lot of things different. We'd all be millionaires. So my thesis is that these big changes come when there's an intersection of three things: some technical innovation, some change in human behavior that's either driven by that innovation or by companies that have core strengths. And, I outlined Apple, Google, and Microsoft in this case. And these things happen over large cycles of innovation, each one layering on top of the other and becoming more important. And I've just picked the last few here in this century related to computation. Now let's have a quick look at the companies that had some core strengths that took advantage of those, and then layer in the human changes. I've been fortunate enough to be part of, the personal computing revolution. If you remember back in the early 80s, Intel built the personal CPU for the personal computers, and Microsoft was building the operating system. At the time, IBM said, no one will need a computer. And, looking back, there was a huge opportunity there. Then we move forward to the internet age, with Google and Amazon in 1999, 2000. There was a huge opportunity there, and everyone was going online. And we realized it later how important it was. And then in 2007 with the smartphone, the same thing. And now we're at a place where there's this huge opportunity with AI. And I want to talk about how the intersection here is so important. So if we look at 2025, this opportunity is bigger than all of those other opportunities. And I want to talk quickly about the opportunity that you have a chance to take advantage of. So if I go the right direction, let's get in here. So what does it take to win with this massive opportunity? Well, first off, we've got this idea of artificial intelligence. As all of you know, AI has hit the ground by storm here just recently. No, that's not true. In 1997, if I remember this happening, that when Kasparov first was beaten by Big Blue, everyone said, wow, AI is going to change the world. Everything's going to change. But that didn't happen, did it? This is Neher's law. Neher's law says that technology is dramatically overestimated in the short term, but drastically underestimated in the long term. So when AI first hit the scene and beat Kasparov in chess, everyone thought that it could do more than it did. So you can see that people overestimated what it could do. Now we've got the situation where OpenAI's come along and released GTP chat, and actually AI can do more than people understand it can do. So there's this opportunity here where technology can do more than what people think. At the same time, there's been this change in human behavior, and you guys are all experiencing it. What's changed is consumer expectations. So consumers really need to receive value before they provide value. I would often make this joke that that my daughter that I'd have to cut her arm off to get her to actually phone a business. People don't want to phone or fill out forms. They want to take immediate action. They want 24/7. They want to do it whenever they want. They want accurate information, and they want to be able to just do something. But small businesses, as you all know, your customers, they're busy, and they're really unable to provide that type of situation for those consumers. And at the same time, we've got a set of core strengths where we can solve that problem together. And what that is data. So we've got proprietary data and workflows. And let me explain my thesis on how that can work. In AI, I think there's really going to be 4 big winners. One is going to be the chip makers. And that's a power law distribution. 20% of the people are going to take all the spoils, and that's going to be NVIDIA, Taiwan Semiconductor, and folks like that. We don't have the $10 billion it takes to build a fab, nor the time to do it, the 5 years it takes to build one. The second set of winners is going to be the people who deliver that AI, the models and the systems to deliver them over API, and that's going to be, again, a power law distribution. There's going to be folks like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, people who already have the compute. There's a 2-year backlog for NVIDIA chips, and there's only a few people that have that compute that can deliver it. So there's going to be a lot of free models, but it's really a delivery problem. Now, here's where our opportunity is. The next set of winners are going to be a long tail distribution. There's going to be a lot of winners, and they're going to be folks that have the data and have the workflows where you can incorporate AI against the data. And so this is what I like to call the system of record and the system of engagement. And there's going to be numerous winners here, and we can stand to be those winners. So my thesis is together, we're perfectly positioned to provide this AI. So how are we going to do it? Well, first off, you have to prepare the data for AI. AI doesn't work without data. So as you know, when the models are made, they index all the data that's out there, but they're not really up to date. It's a huge amount of data. What we're able to do is to customize the AI by providing a context window of data. And in order to do that, you need the data to be organized and prepared in the right way that AI can use it. And that's what we can do. Already, in fact, we're preparing a ton of data. Those of you that use our platform know that we get all the reviews, all the social posts, all the website, the listings, the advertising data. That all comes the minute that you add a customer to our platform. We start to immediately get that data. And then as you use the platform, we get all the different service data, we get the customer data, the snapshot report data, all the support data as you build them, the data of how they use it, and then a ton of internal data. So there's a huge amount of data that we're able to then provide to the AI in a way that it can be used. And one thing I wanted to say is you don't have to worry. So we're being very careful about how we're using your data. These are your key differentiators, and we're making sure that that data doesn't go to the public model so that other people can get it. That data that you provide stays with you and belongs to you and your customers. So together, I think this is where we can exceed expectations. So our ability to collect the data and prepare the AI out of the box, and our end-to-end platform, which you already use to put the AI into the proper workflow, is important. But you guys have specialized expertise and deep industry knowledge. What this means is, we have a horizontal flat platform. If you know how to sell to dentists and you know everything about dentists, we're able to take your knowledge, customize the AI to that particular application, and allow you to deliver it. We're also, you have already a customer base. So you have a customer base and specialized knowledge together with our ability to collect and prepare the data and provide that platform is a winning solution where we can all be winners in this massive opportunity. And that's where we are right now. And I want everyone to look back in 2 years and realize that the changes are massive. In fact, within 5 years, some estimates are that 50% of all white-collar jobs will be done by AI. Now, that doesn't mean that people won't have jobs. What it means is people's jobs will change. And in the agency world, I think it's an even greater opportunity. I think within 2 years, 50% of all the things that you do today won't be done the same way. They're going to be done in a much more efficient and scalable way. And the opportunity for you is massive. And what we know is, and I just have some data here from a company called Dialogue that we work with, and we can see that digital agencies are working to provide, are really looking to capitalize on this. So today already, 87% of all digital agencies are using or actively testing AI. So you can see that there's a ton of interest. There's also, the way they're using it is 2 use cases. There's some internal operations and client work. And we can see that these are early use cases, and it shows that there's an opportunity here for many other use cases. So the other thing I'd like to show is that small agencies right now are out innovating larger agencies. So if you're a smaller agency, you've got a chance to move quickly, where it's tougher for these larger agencies to adopt technology as quickly. So how can we use this AI and data to actually improve the lives of our small businesses? That's what's most important, our customers. How do we make their lives better? We have all this knowledge and we have things we want done. And in the middle, we need somebody in there to fulfill that work. And we'd like to think about them as AI employees. And I think that's the big difference in the paradigm shift here is like, you don't just use AI to incrementally do a job better. You actually treat AI like an employee. You wouldn't hire a receptionist and say, you can only answer these 3 questions. You just wouldn't do that. So the use cases that we're applying first are the ones, there's really 2. One where AI can be better than a human, and 2, where it can do jobs that aren't economical for you to do on your own. So number 1 is sales lead capture. So you guys have all seen the AI lead capture widget. We've got some more data on that. It's going to be a ton of things coming here. I won't spend too much time here. 2 is content creation. You can expect a world where the AI can call your customer on your behalf, ask questions of that customer, know things about the customer, its local situation, was there a hurricane, whatever happened, go back, write the content, come back, share it with the customer, all without you ever having to talk to them. That's going to come in the next 2 years. Voice receptionist. I think we're going to have some demos on this very on this conference here, where you're going to be able to see that in action. It's really cool. Customer support, sales management, where we can help you and your salespeople by coaching them on the calls, giving customer summaries and creating feedback items, all automatically, and data analysts. So this year, you're going to see these AI employees from the Vendasta platform. And they're going to be fully pre-configured and customizable. So your employees will have, an objective. What's the objective? Capture a lead. They're going to have some kind of personality. They're going to have knowledge. This is where we really excel. We're going to make it easy for you to get that knowledge in front of the AI, so that you don't have to update it, keep it up to date for your customers. It's going to be done in an automated way. And then skills. What skills? Skills are things like writing frameworks. I didn't even know there was 20 different writing frameworks, or a sales framework like the Sandler Selling System or MedPick. We're going to have our AI trained on those different skill sets for you to choose out of the box. And then abilities. Abilities are things like, I can book in a calendar. I can make a phone call. I can write an SQL query to get stats and make a report. This is a fantastic set of abilities that AI is going to have, and you're going to see tremendous improvements in the next, months. It's happening so fast. So what this means is that you're going to be able to provide your small business customers with employees they couldn't afford in the past. They all couldn't have afforded a content writer, or maybe their own communication manager, or a data analyst, or maybe a sales manager, or a 24/7 receptionist. All of these things are going to be available for you to deploy to your customers, and they're incredible. All right. What I did want to show really quickly is, our AI lead capture is out in the wild, and we've got, thousands of these things deployed. And I wanted to show you that per 1,000 web chats deployed, we're getting, a 39% conversion rate. So we've had, if you take 11,000 conversations captured, it turns into 4,500 leads per 1,000. So you can see that we're generating leads at a just incredible rate for our customers. So if you haven't deployed this, or if you haven't even deployed it for yourselves, you're totally missing out. Put this on your website. It's part of your product that you've already purchased, and get it going for yourself, and then get it going for one of your customers. You'll be delighted what's happened and how fast it can generate leads. Now, why is this important? This is important because all of you have been selling marketing and advertising. And as you can see in here, there's some really cool market stats across. This is in North America. This is the size of the market opportunity and the rate at which it's growing. And so there is a lot of growth in marketing and advertising. But what AI will let you do is transition across to the productivity stack. So a sales and CRM, the inbox and communication and productivity, billing and payments, booking and scheduling. Why is that important? Well, we all know that advertising and marketing are important, but there's a pretty low switching cost. If one of your customers wants to switch to a different agency, they can do it, and they can do it pretty easily. And that's because you do all the work for them, and it's primarily, used by you to provide them with leads. But if you're providing these other stacks, they're mission critical. There's a higher switching cost. They're used by them. Once the leads are in their CRM, once they're there in their booking, once they're communicating with the leads, they'll never leave your product. So this is the way for you to really show the value of marketing and advertising, and move across to different tech stacks and expand the amount of money that you can get from each of your customers and make them more happier. So that's, I think, where I'm going to leave it. I think there's going to be a demo on AI voice here. So this year, you're going to see web chat, web form scheduling, and some voice stuff. It's pretty exciting. So thank you very much for listening. I'm going to pass it over to Jeff. I think questions.
Yeah, we've got questions, and we're going to get you to stick around here and answer one or two of them as we before the next session.
So where am I going to see the questions?
Right there on the screen.
Oh, okay, here we go. How much of those features and functions will be available for SMB customers' business app as well? So all of those features. So that's a really good question. What in the past we built a CRM for you to use. We built payments for you to use. We built booking and scheduling and the inbox communications for you to use. But we've spent the last 2 years actually releasing that for you to be able to sell to your SMBs. And that's actually where we started with most of our AI lead capture. And we're actually bringing Partner Center back to parity on those. So we're going to make sure that all of that is available for your SMB customers in Business App. And today, the AI lead capture is there. I think we got form capture, campaigns. We're working on the calendar right now at this very minute. I think the billing and payments is in Q1, and some of the voice stuff is in Q1. Hope that answers the question. Is Vendasta training their own LLMs or training custom copilots or similar system for clients? This is a really good question. You know, a lot of companies, you'll see that we've been doing AI for a couple of years. A couple of years back, we mobilized the entire company to look at AI and get building it. We don't have what's called a thin veneer. We're not just sending this to OpenAI APIs over top. We're actually doing a lot of work to take the query and break it down and send it to different agents. It's called an agentic approach. And so we have different LLMs trained for different things, but we are not training our own LLM. I mean, it costs about $100 million to train an LLM. There's many sort of models out there that people are training that are free, you know, the Huggy Face or whatever, but we're actually using different LLMs for custom features to do different things in the best way. So when a query comes in, someone will look at it and say, is this spam? Another one might look at it and say, hey, how does this relate to the customer? Is this a support request or a sales request? Another agent might be the sales agent. And we combine all those things to be able to provide back the appropriate response. And that's why our AI is so good. If you look at the AI chat and you test it against any other AI, you're going to be blown away by how good it is. But that's just not, it's not just a simple veneer to one LLM. All right.
Well, with that, thank you so much for your questions. And everyone, please keep them coming in. You know, it's really exciting to be here right now. You know, we couldn't do all of this without the data infrastructure that we have and all of the different connected systems that we've been building over the years. So it's really exciting to see where we're getting to now and the possibilities. So thank you so much, Brendan, for sharing the thinking around our innovations. Now, while we get ready for our next session, I want to remind everyone to keep the questions coming in the chat. Please don't forget to vote for the favorites. It looks like we have people from all over the US, Canada, and the world. So it's really cool to have people coming together from all corners of the globe to talk about innovation. Up next, John Neher is taking us behind the scenes of our AI product vision. John is going to show us how some of those innovations that Brendan mentioned are actually manifesting in the product. And if you think you're nervous, John is doing a live product demo, so we know what those are all about. So let's see some energy and encouragement in the chat for John. John Neher, over to you.
Thanks, Jeff. That is nice. It's nice to feel that energy. It is a little nerve-wracking, but also at the same time, you know, I mean, this is what a lot of our partners are going through every day. So it's only fair to do a live demo to everyone as well, too. So I'm really happy and excited to be presenting here today on your future AI workforce. And more specifically, when I talk about that, I mean the innovation that Vendasta is doing like right now, but also sort of setting the stage for the future of your AI workforce and how that's going to work well. And I'm also really glad that I got to do this after Brendan's presentation, because he did a really good job of setting up the stage of AI is going to be important. It's a huge opportunity. I don't need to talk about that. You know that. But at the same time, I think the other thing that his presentation did a good job of explaining is that while the AI that we have available today, while you work with interfaces like ChatGPT or Gemini, those are all good, but especially, you know, going forward, I don't think that generic AI is going to be the thing that's going to be truly helping businesses, and more particularly local businesses. Or businesses that work with local businesses like many of you here. And the reason behind that is because there's not a lot of time to really work in with AI. It's fantastic. It does amazing things that we would have never believed possible before. But to really, really get the great results, and as soon as we start seeing AI in more places, the generic AI results aren't going to be the things that are truly good for our customers. So you need to have a specialized AI, but At the same time, specialized AI is complex. And to get specialized AI to do the things that you want really consistently for someone else or even for yourself, it can be a lot of work. So let's think of an example that I think a lot of us are really familiar with. It's a really common one when you're testing out AI is, let's get AI to write a social post for me or for my local business. So to get AI to do a good job of that, you need to collect, prepare, and send data. And this is a thing that Brendan talked about, right? You need to find information about the business, basic stuff like what's its hours of operation, what kind of business is it, what are the services that they offer. But you could also provide more detailed information like what's special about those services that they provide. What do customers like about the services that they provide? Or what are the social post stats? If we post about a certain thing, does that thing do better than the other thing? So you need to get all of that data, and then you need to put it in a format that you can then give to the AI. It needs to be organized in a way so that AI is going to be able to get that knowledge and use it. And then, of course, once you've prepared it and put it in that format, you need to send it. You need the AI to be able to use it. And again, think about this. This was in the context of doing this for just one local business, right? You also need to train, tune, and customize AI. And I think a lot of people in this event here are probably really familiar with this idea, and they're pretty good at it. You can go and you can say to ChatGPT, hey, you're going to be posting as an expert social media writer. I want you to sound lively and energetic and always use an emoji at the end. And that's good. You're going to get a pretty good result most of the time. But when you're working with a client, for example, and you want to make a little bit of a change, let's say you say this time, really focus on the offer that we want to drive home for these social posts. And you put that into your prompt, and then you ask it to do the same thing you've always asked. Hey, please write a social post for me. And all of a sudden, something changes. It's not the same. That's kind of what we want from AI. The magic of it is that it's generative and there's a little bit of randomness so that it feels real. But we want it to be able to behave consistently. And if we're asking it to post and always, drive to a particular offer, we want to make sure that it's always going to do that when we ask it. Now, this is okay. You can figure out how to tune your AI for just that one narrow use case and for that one customer, but you're going to have to do that for more than one person, a lot. The other thing here is we've just been talking about this in the context of one touch point across the customer journey, right? I'm writing a social post and someone's going to see it probably before they purchase from us, but maybe after they purchase from us. For AI to perform really, really well across the customer journey, you need to have a whole bunch of contextual information that's going to say, hey, this customer, this is a new customer. We want to make sure that we're driving them towards a purchase. Or, hey, this is a previous customer. And this previous customer, they're a promoter from us. And so we're going to encourage them to book again, or this was a negative experience. What can we offer them to instead have a better experience? So you're going to need to get information from a whole bunch of business systems, data systems. You're going to need to feed all of that into your AI employee, and use that to automate the AI working across the customer journey. That's a lot of work, again, for just one customer, but when you're doing it for a whole bunch of customers, it's almost unmanageable. So what we want to do with Vendasta is we want to really simplify those problems. And I think Brendan did a great job of covering this, but in the short version of it is basically, we want you to manage an AI workforce easily with Vendasta. I'm not just talking about one AI employee here. I'm talking about multiple AI employees. And they're going to be able to provide good, consistent results doing specific jobs with the knowledge that they need. So the way that Vendasta is going to make this happen, Vendasta is collecting, preparing, and sending data. So what I mean by that, right? As soon as an account goes into Vendasta, we're getting all of the information we can from places like Google, review sites perhaps, and we're taking that data and we're putting it into a format that is going to give really consistent AI knowledge when the AI employee needs it. And then we're going to provide that data to the AI prompt, the AI employee, so that they can use it. And that preparation piece is actually really important, and it's kind of under understood or underappreciated, because when you have those workflows where they say, hey, go ahead and put in all the information and put it in text, and you have this unprepared data that's actually pretty hard for the AI to read, or hard for the AI to find the information it needs really consistently. Where in comparison, when you have data prepared, it's going to make it way, way better for the AI to have that consistent response with accurate information, better context, fewer errors. And actually, this is something that we're doing right now with Vendasta. So I have a test web chat here. This is on our listing site, and this is something that you can use as a Vendasta partner as a way of showing off the AI receptionist. But this one here, the only information it has is from the business profile, which is pretty good. We're going to ask, hey, what services do you offer? And our AI assistant is going to use the information from the business profile that we see here to give a pretty dang good answer. Like, considering that all we really know is that its name is Rabbit Groomers and these are its hours of operations and it's a pet business, hey, not a bad answer. But we also, in Vendasta, as soon as we create this account, we are getting information from the website, and we're organizing it and preparing it so that our AI assistant is able to better pull that information. So let's go to one that I've pre-trained with all of this website information. And just for kicks, I'll go to the services page to show where some of this information might be coming from. And I'm going to ask this one, what services do you offer? And I'm expecting we're going to have a way more detailed response here. That's going to say, hey, we offer all of these different kinds of services. Look at all of that detail. Brushing, mat removal, nail trimming, grooming therapies, boarding services. That's all found on the website, and that was able to be added to our AI employee automatically. It took all of 5 minutes. I didn't want to get you waiting for 5 minutes, but it was a really, really quick process. So Vendasta is going to do that work to get all of the information needed right out of the box and into a knowledge base where the knowledge is consistent and well organized. The other thing that Vendasta is going to do for you is we're going to train, tune, and customize those AI employees. And so this goes back to that idea that Brendan mentioned about you have some different facets of what an employee is. And when you're writing a prompt, when you're working with an AI model, we're taking all of those different facets to create an AI employee that behaves a certain way. And instead of having inconsistent results as you kind of mess around with the prompt, we'll have it set up so that you have a really good idea of when you're changing something, what the result is going to be. When you're just going in kind of blindly and messing with the prompt, again, you can get some really great results. But if you do something wrong, it's kind of like pulling out a card in a house of cards. It's all going to fall over, and you're going to have to try and figure out how to make it work. Where in comparison, the way that Vendasta has set up our AI employees is we have the different aspects of their personality, skills, abilities, objectives, knowledge. That's all been separated out into a configuration and organization system so that you can change, hey, your objective is to capture leads, or your objective isn't to capture leads, it's just to be helpful, or this is the knowledge you have, or this is the knowledge you don't have. And you can make those changes and be confident that they're going to work the way you expect, but also that it's not going to have any negative consequences on any of the other pieces of the AI employee. This is already live in our AI inbox. You can make some of these changes, like the objectives you can change, its ability, but we want to take that one step further beyond just one employee. Your AI should be great out of the box with the ability to make those little customizations. And this is the vision that we have coming for you in the very near future, before the end of the year, where you're going to have a couple employees, a receptionist, a content creator, a review specialist, and you're going to have the ability to do some configuration on those, where you can say, hey, this employee, it's going to be on this web chat and this web chat, but it's also going to be able to respond to SMS. And you might have a different goal. You might say, hey, this one is going to capture lead information. But if you click that box off, you can be confident that the AI is not going to behave any way that you wouldn't expect, because that goal is separate from the additional instructions, which is separate from the knowledge sources, but all come together to create a great employee that is going to be consistent. And hey, out of the box, we have done a lot of work to make it work the way that we think, for example, a receptionist should work. So maybe it's just ready to go for your clients right away. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to have Vendasta integrate and automate the AI across the entire customer journey. And when we look at a customer journey, there are so many different touch points where a human is being involved to do something that is going to move a customer closer to receiving a service or happening after a service, right? And what we've seen is that a lot of these things can actually be replaced by AI. And it's not really taking away from anyone else's job. It's just freeing them up to do the things that AI can't do. And in some cases, it's providing a better customer experience as well, too, like with the web chat like we've seen. I think I just want to jump right in and just show you an example of what that might look like. So one thing that I think is a really great thing that we have in Vendasta with our CRM is you can have a lot of different local business systems connected in, whether it's Jobber or Mindbody or Pet Exec or QuickBooks or Ginger, example, for a rabbit grooming business. And we can use that information as a contextual trigger to come into Vendasta and say, hey, this customer had a service done. We'll use that information to not only add to our AI's knowledge, but move the customer along that customer journey. So if I go in here, you can see a little contact profile that I've created previously. For me, I had my rabbit Fluffy cleaned. You see I came in through the web chat. We've got all of this information available and in our system. But after that job was done, I automatically got sent a email request. When I gave an NPS score, that submitted a note here on the contact. And now we know that I'm a promoter for rabbit groomers. And one of the things that actually happened automatically after this is that I got a text. So let me pull up my phone here. Lovely. And you can see that after I had my bunny finished with his grooming appointment, they said, hey, thanks so much for being a great customer. And Fluffy was a treat. I responded back with a picture. And these responses here, those are actually from our AI assistant. So they said, hey, thanks for letting us know. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Since I'm a returning customer, I'll say, hey, can I get Fluffy in again? And pretty dang quickly, we're going to get a response back from our AI, and it's going to be right here on my phone. But this information is also going to be in the inbox. Gland cleaning. And if I pop out here and instead go to our inbox, we can see that the AI is responding to me really, really quickly. We can see when the AI has made a response. We can see all of the SMS information that's been saved. But the long and the short of it is that we have all of this contextual information to move the customer further along the customer journey. So I hope that's a good overview of how Vendasta is going to make managing an AI workforce way, way easier. Not just one single AI employee that we've tuned and trained and is ready to do a job for you, but a whole bunch of AI employees that have been tuned to do a whole bunch of specific jobs that you're able to customize for individual businesses that have the knowledge A, out of the box, or B, with some really, really simple additions that can provide great responses and that are going to work all across a customer journey, because we have the contextual information from their business system and inside of Vendasta. This is going to let you provide SMBs with the employees they could never have afforded before previously, which is pretty special. And it's something that I don't think I thought possible before the start of this year. One more example of an employee that someone could never have afforded before. We've been working mostly in sort of the text realm so far. But I wanted to give you a demo that Brendan alluded to that we're hard at work on for you to experience in the new year.
Call will be recorded for quality purposes.
Hello, this is Simone from Rabbit Groomers. We offer expert rabbit grooming, boarding, and behavioral programs to keep your bunny happy and healthy. How can I assist you today?
Yeah, do you do gland cleaning?
Yes, we do provide gland cleaning as part of our grooming services.
Sorry, could you go faster? I'm on a webinar right now and people need to hear.
Absolutely. We do provide gland cleaning as part of our grooming services to keep your rabbit fresh and comfortable. Would you like to book an appointment?
Yeah, let's book an appointment. What time do we have available?
Great. Let me collect some information first. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Yeah, sorry. My name is John Neher, Neher.
Thank you, John. Would you like us to contact you at the number you're calling from? Or is there another number you'd prefer for us to use?
Sorry, what number am I calling from?
You're calling from 306542.
Oh, sorry, don't dox me here. Don't let people know my phone number. That's good. Could we do the rest of this in Spanish? Sorry, my abuela is the person who's coming in.
Por supuesto. Claro que sí. Entonces, John, ¿podemos usar este número para contactarlo?
Sorry, I gotta go.
No hay problema, John. Que tenga un buen día.
We're pretty darn happy with how we have this started, but we want this to be a absolutely bulletproof experience so that you have a great AI receptionist that's available across all channels. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. I do have a way to show that off. In our we have some workshops later on at the end of the program, and if you want to maybe test this out yourself with some of our existing prototypes, I'll be sure to provide that for you. But I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about what we have today and your future AI workforce.
John, we're not going to let you go right away. We've got a couple questions that we're going to have you answer. And by the way, expert handling of the glitch there. Look, we wouldn't be authentic if we didn't have a live event with some sort of hiccup to navigate. So yeah, we're just kind of trying to keep it real around here. And first time using Wistia, not too bad. John, take a look at the question.
Is the Vendasta chatbot available now? Oh, yeah, absolutely, Brian. Brian from Whizfish. Nice to see you, Brian. It is. When we're talking about this chatbot, Brian, you're probably looking for inbox in the marketplace. And that lets you post a widget on the website and also then text back as well there too. But as a part of your subscription, you actually have access to this chatbot as well. It's in the top right-hand corner. No, I won't screen share. But you do have that available. If you search web chat widget in our support, you're definitely going to be able to find some information about that. And yeah, you'll be able to do some of that configuration stuff we've talked about right now, but also even more coming right away here too. Will AI employee drop tomorrow? So this is a great question. And actually, this reminds me of something that someone said in our Facebook community. If you want to go join our Facebook community, you can do that. You can search Vendasta official community. And they said, hey, it kind of looks like this is actually features that you already have, but in a different setting. And I think that's actually a really good way of understanding what we've done is the features that we had before, they weren't created in this context of an AI employee. All that special stuff about how we have the shared knowledge, how we have the shared ability to change prompts and things like that. That is the basis of the AI employee idea. So you can start using the receptionist today, and you can start working with that idea of, hey, here's the objectives, here's the additional instructions, and that's all being powered by our AI employee framework. But the rest of the AI employees that I showed off for you, keep your eyes open. Like I said, I want to have that workforce for you available by the end of the year. And then in terms of all of the different functionality, we'll be sure to keep you updated. And then thanks, Katrina, for sharing the Facebook group there. I don't know if you can see it super easily. That's a long number, but if you just search Facebook for Vendasta community, be sure to add you in. That's all good for our questions there. Oh, there was one I saw in about SMS. They want to have additional channels. Definitely something on our mind as well there too. We'll be sure to keep you up to date on that, but keep your eyes peeled.
John, thank you so much. That was great. I love the energy of the live demo. And we're going to play a video now, a quick 5-minute video highlighting some of the other features that we're releasing that are live today. So team, let's roll the video.
Imagine giving your clients a powerful AI employee that responds to customer inquiries over SMS in 10 seconds or less, automatically nurturing leads and boosting sales. That's exactly what Vendasta's November product launch delivers. Let's dive in. First, AI comes to SMS in Inbox Pro. It will respond rapidly to customer messages for your client, just like a receptionist that works 24/7. Second, pipeline management is now available in the Business App CRM to track opportunities and provide your agency with undeniable proof of performance. Also new to Business App is Smart Lists to simplify targeted marketing and sales. And finally, Vendasta's AI in Social Marketing Pro just got a whole lot smarter. With access to more knowledge about your clients' businesses, social posts are sure to be specific, unique, and on brand. Wow, that's a lot of AI. Let me give you a demo. I'll show you how you can become indispensable to your local business clients with an automatic AI-fueled sales solution that keeps customers and revenue rolling in. Say you have a home services client based in a large city. Customers are reaching out to them all the time for quotes through multiple avenues. Their customers automatically get a text message confirming their inquiry and asking them to text them back if they have any other questions. Here's where the magic happens. Anytime a customer texts this business back, they'll get an immediate response from the AI. No matter what customers text, the AI is always ready to capture and convert leads. It's like giving your clients an assistant who never sleeps, never leaves a potential customer waiting, and never misses a chance to close a deal. They're here and ready to get to work. Meanwhile, the opportunity pipeline in Business App tracks each sales progress. Based on the stage, we can trigger nurture campaigns to guide leads closer to a purchase. For example, if a lead hasn't booked a meeting, we move them to the nurturing stage, which launches an email and SMS campaign to encourage scheduling of their first appointment. And if a service is completed, we can mark the opportunity as closed won. This pipeline, filled with details on how each opportunity came to be and how it was successfully converted, is irrefutable proof of your agency's performance. With every action and response logged in the CRM, you can clearly show the impact of your efforts on your client's bottom line. But the story's not over when a deal is closed. That's just the start of a new relationship, one that you can help your client retain and grow with the AI-powered SMS and opportunity pipelines in Business App. Re-engaging existing customers for their next purchase is so easy with Smart Lists. Whether customers are due to have an installation inspected or a business is running a promotion on kitchen renovations, there are loads of opportunities to reconnect and boost sales. Target the right contacts with the right content with Smart Lists, which will update dynamically to include any contacts that meet the set criteria. In this example, we're targeting contacts that left an NPS score of 8 or higher on their last service, meaning they're most likely to return. If your clients avoid outreach campaigns for fear that they won't be able to manage the resulting responses, that's no longer a concern. Whether an outreach campaign yields 30 leads or 300, their AI is on it, responding to each one right away. Now, before local businesses can delight customers with a great experience, they have to attract them online. Vendasta's AI in Social Marketing Pro is smarter than ever, with access to the AI knowledge base, the same knowledge base that is available with our AI chat. With the business's profile and website content for context, Vendasta's AI generates unique social campaigns ready to publish to multiple networks in just seconds. With a central knowledge base for AI to pull from for everything from customer conversations to social content, your clients can rest assured that messaging and tone will be consistent and on brand. That wraps up Vendasta's November product launch. Today's updates can help you automate sales and drive revenue for businesses in any industry, from auto shops to wealth management firms. Build a reliable sales machine to keep clients' pipelines full and watch your agency's revenue grow.
As you can see, there are some incredible innovations coming your way this month. Now, we're going to see how a few Vendasta partners are using some of the new AI features. Jackie Wanzura hosts this panel on how top agencies are using Vendasta to drive growth.
All right, welcome everyone to our panel session on how top agencies are using Vendasta's AI to scale and capture more leads. So today we're going to hear from a couple of partners, a couple of fun partners of ours as well, on how they're actually using AI, and they're actually going to show you how they're using some of these AI tools. So at Vendasta, you know, AI is not just a buzzword, it's actually deeply embedded in our strategy. In fact, when AI kind of hit the scene and OpenAI became a thing that November, a couple of years ago, we shifted all of our roadmaps. We stopped everything we were doing. And since then, we've been developing a deep and powerful data infrastructure to feed this intelligence to you, our partners, and in service of all of the local businesses and the larger businesses that we serve with this. This is why Vendasta can deliver such impactful outcomes. We're giving you the access to the AI-powered resources that agencies and small businesses have really never had access before. And given our global reach and the fact that we've been, investing in these proprietary data sets for over a decade now, we're able to make this data instantly available to small businesses and the AI that powers this intelligence. They're smarter. We're feeding them with data across their journey, their reputation. We're feeding in social data, of course, listings and the website, and we can make that smarter and more easily available to you. So as you know, we've already got a broad stack of solutions, and I'm so excited to be releasing a whole bunch more, and you're going to start to see our roadmaps at the end of 2024 and into 2025 just build on this. So here we go. We're going to see, a couple of panelists today. One is, and maybe I'll start off with you, Ashley. Ashley Nardini is the owner of Capstone Marketing. Capstone is an agency specializing in SEO, website design, and e-commerce. Ashley actually came out to Vendasta this past summer. I was still on parental leave, but I had the opportunity to come back and meet you. And she has been just like a tremendous story. Ashley started Capstone on her own, and she's already scaled to be an agency, a $500,000 agency. So we're so happy to have you. And it was so nice having you out here up in Central Canada over the summer. And of course, Seth. Seth is a fun guy. We had an opportunity to talk earlier this week. Seth just told us right before, he said, I haven't been out to Saskatoon yet, but you made a little promise that you were going to come out maybe next time. And Seth is the founder of Market Domination, LLC. So these guys are a leader in AI-powered sales strategies for agencies. And I caught a cool glimpse of that earlier this week. He's also a 9-time best-selling author. He's been featured on NBC, CBS, and Forbes. And he also regularly hosts Vendasta's webinars to share insights on how agencies grow. So many of you probably know him. So today, we're not just going to hear, we're actually going to see how these agencies are using AI. It's a show and tell portion where each panelist is going to walk us through how they're using specific Vendasta AI tools to drive results in their agencies. I'd love you both to share, the challenges that you were running into, the solutions that you implemented, and of course the impact that that's made in your business, and of course the lives of your clients that you serve. So as you show us your AI tools in action, please describe that problem, how it was a challenge, and how you've integrated these tools, and anything else that you've learned along the way. And afterwards, we're going to just kind of sit back and reflect and learn what you've learned, and you can share with the rest of the audience. Without further ado, I'd love to start off with Ashley. If you want to kind of tee up for us, how have these AI solutions unlocked growth in your agency? What were you doing before? What were you not able to do before? And what are you able to do now? And if you wouldn't mind showing us a little bit of what that looks like, I'll pass it over to you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all so much for having me. I guess before I was utilizing AI to the great capacity that it has, I was spending a ton of time and resources, money, trying to really figure out how can I utilize social media as quickly as possible and get it to where my clients could get the best results, whether it was the captions we were using or the hashtag results that we were seeing. And so I started utilizing Social Marketing Pro and using the AI feature in there, and it was a total game changer for us. Beforehand, I was using lots of different links that I had found to develop good hooks or captions. And so just the amount of time that you spend trying to get it right, AI can just kind of do it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and kind of show you the process that we utilize. This is really beneficial to clients that maybe don't have a high enough investment to utilize other social media options that we have. This is more of a platform that they can use themselves, and you can offer it, and it's kind of a do-it-yourself option for them, and a lot of my clients have enjoyed it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you a little bit of how quickly we can develop social media. So as you can see here, I'm in the back end of the dashboard. What I click is social marketing. Once I get into the social marketing feature, all I do is go in and I click compose. And I'm just going to grab just a media that I have. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to generate a very quick caption with hashtags with minimal effort. So as you can see, I've pulled some media in, questions to ask your marketing team. And so I'm going to click Use AI Assistant. You can ask me or write about any topics. What would you like to write about? What are some common, what are some common questions? Yeah. Person may need to know when hiring a marketing company. So I'm just typing in something really quick. We're going to see what it comes back with. We'll have the option to fix any spelling or grammar. We can change the tone. We can also have it shortened or lengthened. This is a little bit long for me, so I'm going to go ahead and just hit shorten. Didn't even have to read through it. I know it's a little long for a caption. So I just clicked shorten, and let's see. Thinking about it, sure, here's a more concise version. Great. Great. Can I limit it to just 3 and use hashtags that help engage users? So we're going to have it go ahead and add in some hashtags for us. Okay, this looks really good. Absolutely. Here's a focus. What's your proven track record in our industry? How much measure success, marketing magic? So all I'm going to do is now I'm going to click insert. And so what I'm doing is adding these captions here. And I've got a couple of, let's see, engaging hashtags. We're going to delete this portion because I don't want that there. And so then I go ahead and I can just click schedule. I'm going to select a good time, 12:15. let's scroll down. Let's not do it so early. I'm going to do 6:30 because lots of people like to scroll their phones early in the morning before they get to work. I've got the 3 that I want it to click on, and I'm just going to go ahead and click schedule post. So it was pretty seamless. And of course, I can update the caption to say whatever's more appropriate for the image that I've clicked on. But the goal here is to make it as quickly as possible and as short as possible. It gives your clients the ability to create it as quickly as possible. And then they can kind of just move on, but it also takes some legwork off of me. If they don't have the investment to where they can really have a full-blown social media program with me, this gives them that option to kind of do it yourself. Although I can also add it into my full-blown option. So if I decide that I want to go ahead and utilize a social media program for a client, I can jump in there once my team has created all the graphics and very seamlessly and quickly develop hashtags as well as captions. And this has just saved us a tremendous amount of time, both on my end, my team's end, but also for your DIYers. So I have really enjoyed being able to utilize Social Marketing Pro and the AI feature in there. And I think it's been a huge time saver for my clients and myself.
That was fantastic. Live demos are always a gamble, and you just nailed that. So thank you. I still remember years ago talking to a partner about how they were spending, so much time on content and scheduling, and they couldn't scale. Like, they weren't able to spend time with their clients, let alone even get new ones. And I've seen it through you and through other partners that they're just getting time back. They can load up a month's worth of social content and get back to doing what they do best. So that is fantastic. Seth, what do you got for us? Show us what you're cooking up. What problem were you trying to solve, and how did you do that with the Vendasta set of AI tools?
All right. So the problem I was trying to solve was I was trying to we would have clients who would quit, who would fire us, who would cancel their contracts and say, I know that you're showing me that you're getting me results, but I don't know if it's hitting my bank account. I don't know if it's actually working well enough. And marketing is always generally the first thing that people cut, which is a mistake. It should be the last thing. So I wanted a way to generate results that we could track that literally led to sales. And I wanted an easy to fulfill way to do that, and a way to become golden handcuffs, a way to be sticky so that we would be the last thing the client would ever cut, and they wouldn't dream of getting rid of us, and they couldn't get rid of us. So what I have used to do that is the AI-powered Inbox Pro-powered chatbot, which you can see on the bottom right of our client site here at Chameleon Pools. Now, the AI chatbot is super easy to install. Let me show you. I go into my Vendasta platform, and you'll see I have Inbox Pro here on the bottom right. I am then going to show you their actual in the business app. This is their actual Inbox Pro. As you can see, we've got all of these contacts, all of these conversations that these leads are having, including this guy, Mark, who says, I'm looking at a fiberglass pool and I want to know how much a similar pool would cost in Gunite. That's a valuable lead willing to drop about $50,000 on a pool. So they're thrilled. The chatbot said, hey, the cost can vary. We can get in touch with you and get you your information. Got his name and phone number, and then the salespeople followed up. We've got people asking, hey, can I hire you to close my pool? And it is nurturing them and getting them in contact with our client. Now they've got about 15 leads over the summer, which we're going to talk about how we're going to improve that in just a minute. But if I go into administration and I go into inbox settings, I scroll down to configure the web chat, and then that's where my web chat lives. They have not given me a picture or a name for the person hypothetically manning the fictional AI chat bot, but that's okay. They have given me more content to every time the chatbot has a conversation and they see it, they're like, oh, we need to give you something for when people want a new pool. We want them to go fill out a survey about their requirements so that when our salespeople call, they have an intelligent conversation and they know what that person is looking for. So you can add the knowledge sources by yourself. You can scroll their website. You can grab their FAQs. You can ask the client. You could interview them and use that content to make the bot smarter. You can customize the colors. The beauty of the install is it's literally just one line of code that goes on their website. And then I love the fact that, one, I don't have to, they sign into the business app. They're the ones having the conversations with the customers, but I can now show you, these are the leads that were generated. These are all the contacts. And I can say, where are these people in your CRM? You know, did Mark buy the pool? How much revenue did we generate? Did these people hire you to service their pool? How much revenue did you generate? And most importantly, I can say, hey, you only got 15 leads in like 3 months. You're not getting very much organic or paid traffic to your website. And I can easily upsell SEO, pay-per-click, or any of the other Vendasta programs. It's a natural upsell because I can now prove, other than just, like, say, looking at Google Analytics, I can prove how many leads your website's actually generating. And most of the time it's not enough. So it's an easy upsell once we've proven ourselves to say, hey, how'd you like to increase that lead flow and make more money? And they say, well, of course I would. And then we've had really great results using this as a low cost way in the door to build a relationship with the client and then upsell them the flagship services that we charge a heck of a lot more for.
This use case is something actually I ran into earlier this week. And it was about, hey, the ad campaigns aren't performing yet. And as we pulled this piece of string, it was like, no, the ad campaigns are actually performing quite well for the budget. But if a tree falls in the forest and I can't see the leads that are coming, and more than that, it wasn't just about, in this particular case, the campaign was pushing into forms, or it was other conversion points, and it was just disparate, but also we weren't qualifying or getting to the level where the lead actually showed up as a real customer. It almost looked like spam. And what's brilliant about these AI tools is we've trained them underneath in the root code base. The prompt is to engage in a customer conversation in order to draw. So that's why you'll see, for those of you using this AI, the lead capture tool, it's working its way, it's solving problems, but it's always about, can I get you in touch with someone? Can I take your name? Can I understand how I can help you? It's truly acting as a sales outreach and agent. And that's what I'm so excited about these new releases is those are actually translating into new opportunities as well. It's not just about a form fill and capturing information. It's transcending into an opportunity. For those of you who might not know, Vendasta sales team, which is what I'm very close to, we've been beta testing all of these tools and they've transformed our own internal teams. And what it's so exciting is now I'm seeing our partners use the same, I can't get the right leads to the right salespeople. I've seen a customer this week lead routing based on zip code because they're a multi-location franchise, or, I want to re-engage old customers to book appointments. Outbound via SMS campaigns. I can't track what my salespeople are doing on the leads they're given. It's so cool that it's all coming together because we've been investing in a long time, and the proof is in the pudding. It's what you two just described. So with that, I want to turn it over to you. This is going to be a little bit more of a fireside chat discussion. And I want to tell me, like, before and after, now that we've seen these tools in actions, what's the biggest impact that this AI has had on you and your agency and even you personally? What are you able to do now that you weren't before? Ashley, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah. So like I said in the demo, it's a time saver for me. Probably the other biggest thing is that if I get a customer that maybe doesn't have the investment that really would be required for their social media, I can always offer this as a DIY solution. Hey, I've got a platform that you can utilize, and it'll help you create your captions as well as your hashtags. So what I wasn't able to do before was give them an option without discounting my pricing, and I don't want to discount. So this is, again, just a tool for them to be able to DIY, but for my team, it saves us time from having to click through different platforms that we were utilizing to figure out captions and hashtags. This is all seamless integration in each individual account that we have. So it's a huge time saver for us.
That's fantastic. And I think, if you compare to some of the other methods we were using, you can take the draft into ChatGPT and you can work it there, and then you can bring it out and then you can upload it, and you can everything our product teams are focused on is in line as you do it. Like, let's take you where you're doing the work. Let's make it easier for you to do where the work is, and let's just inject it with intelligence. Getting a shadow here. Seth, tell me a little bit about what has this allowed you to do? Like, how do you operate differently than you were before because of this?
So we've generated probably at least multiple six figures in recurring revenue due to using these tools as both the front end and the tool to upsell everything else that Vendasta offers. We've been getting really great results. It has allowed us to save time because we're literally offering services we're not fulfilling. Might have a customer service rep here who just sends an email back and forth between client, Vendasta, and client. And they're really the go-between, and they don't have to actually do any technical work. That's really helpful. So we've saved time, we've saved money. Most importantly, we've made money with really high profit margin items because, again, we're not doing the fulfillment.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, focus on giving your time back, but also on the bottom line so you can operate and scale more efficiently. Tell me a little bit about blue sky thinking, like where next? What other meaningful problems? And I'm so impressed now that, we've had these early access adopters show me the business, like the really big high impact business problems that they're solving with these. What are you looking at next? Beyond social content generation, where do you think you want to go next with your AI tools and the problems that you want to solve? Ashley, we'll start with you.
I feel like my thoughts are endless. There's lots of places that I want to go outside of just using like social media for AI. One of the things that I've currently been looking at is there a way to do AI with website? Is there a solution that is really and truly viable where we can develop websites very quickly with minimal editing required? I think you're always going to need kind of the personal touch. But anything that AI can do to save my agency time, your time is your money. And so you only get so much time in a day. And the more time that I spend in front of clients that are buying and the less time that I can spend on the fulfillment side where AI can step in and help me is always going to be something that I'm interested in looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. Seth, how about you? Where do you want to go next with this? What are you excited to dive into?
Since we have minimal fulfillment costs, we're planning on scaling. We're hoping to bring on another 10 clients for the upsells after the Inbox Pro in the next 30 days, which will be a significant new chunk of revenue that we're really excited about.
Yeah, that's very exciting. You're at the point of scale. Yeah, some of the ones that I stumbled upon this week too is they're almost positioning as part of that selling is, the NPS tool. They're saying like, hey, we're able to figure out not just who are your promoters and your detractors, but from those detractors, what about that is falling short? And just like you're doing with your pool example, they're giving them a survey. So it's not just marketing. It's, hey, we're providing you intelligence across your customer base and deep insights that you didn't have before on how to improve your operations. And we're using that in a very automated way to gather those insights for that customer. All right, and sort of a wrap up, because I know Nakia wants us to get on to the next program here. I'd love for you to just sit back. If you were to give yourself, advice, a past self, someone who hadn't adopted AI tools yet or was afraid or was unsure, now that you're on the other side of it, what would you tell someone just beginning their journey? Are there any quick wins or key lessons that you'd share for smoother adoption or something that you built up in your mind that actually wasn't a fear? What can you tell someone looking to adopt these tools, Ashley? What can you tell someone looking to adopt these tools, Ashley?
I know this is so cliche, but it's so accurate. Just do it. I think that if you haven't tried it as an agency, you certainly can't sell it or offer it to clients because you have not tried it out yourself in order to see the value. And when you're excited about something, your clients get excited about it with you. The best that I can say is the more time that you spend on things that don't make you money, the less you're going to have the ability to scale your agency like you really want to scale it.
Yeah.
So just do it.
I love that. That's actually something we've been talking, like, can we just get a hero business? Show them that it works. Let that hero business be you. That's what you're doing. I think you showed us let that hero business be you, because Vendasta's hero's business is us. Actually, we're dog food. We're drinking our own champagne, but use it on your own agency. Put an AI chatbot on your own agency. Touch it, feel it, understand it. Prompt it, feed it with intelligence. Because I think you're absolutely right. If you make that step, you'll start to understand the power, and you'll be able to confidently speak about the power of it. Seth, what would you tell me if I was an agency owner kind of wary of AI, what would you give me?
It's going to work out better than you think. Market more, and you don't have to feel like 100% confident or an expert. All you have to do is be one step ahead of the client. And I agree 100% with what Ashley said. Play with it yourself, and that gives you all the expertise you need to sell it.
I love that. Oh, I love that too. I was talking to a partner the other day, and they said, you know, with Vendasta, we don't buy a platform, we buy a partnership. And that's really the point, is lean on your account managers, lean on the team and the community and everything. If this is scary, if you need help, raise a hand. We'll workshop this. These are exciting new tools, especially given this November release of what we're lean into it, and we're here to help and support you, because Vendasta is only successful with the success of all of you. So with that, thank you all. You guys have done a fantastic job. Always scary with the live demo, but you both nailed it there. I'm excited to transition to the next session here. And with that, I want to thank you both for giving us your time today.
Thanks for having us on.
Thank you so much, Jackie, Ashley, and Seth. Wow, I've been here a lot of years, and I never get sick of hearing how people are building their companies with Vendasta. You know, it's really amazing. I've seen a lot of questions in the chat, people asking if we're going to be making the recording of the event available. And yes, we are going to email out a link to the entire event post-show. All right, let's keep things rolling. Next up, we have Vishal to show you how to create your own agency's lead gen AI employee in just 15 minutes or less. Off to you, Vish.
Hello, everyone. It's so great to see everyone here today. How are we all doing? Can you hear me? All right, fantastic. It's so great to see so many incredible partners here at Connect. I absolutely love it. Just want to do some shout outs. Erica Montgomery, Jack Pires, Patrick Egan, Glenn Monaro, and of course, Ashley and Seth, who just presented. You guys are all so awesome. It's terrific. Now, welcome to my session. My name is Vishal Teckchandani. I'm the host of Vendasta's insanely fast growing YouTube channel. Our channel is the best source of knowledge about automation and AI employees, how they work and how to build them. Truly, there's nothing like it. We're getting 100,000 views on our videos consistently. If you haven't already, visit youtube.com/Vendasta and hit subscribe to stay at the forefront of building and deploying your AI workforce. Now, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to build your own lead gen AI employee in just under 15 minutes with Vendasta. If you're excited for this, then do me a favor and drop a fire emoji in the chat, or feel free to tell me just how sexy this red velvet jacket is. Come on, I want to see the chat lit up. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. The suit is iconic. Love you, long time. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to cover 3 critical things. The first is why every agency needs AI employees. The second is what type of employee I think can help your agency 10x leads. And number 3, of course, how to build one yourself. Now, I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step so you can easily build and configure your employee in Vendasta. Now, let's get started. Let's get into it, starting with the why. Now, as many of us in the agency world know, customer behavior is changing right before our eyes, right? Like Brendan said, people want instant answers 24/7. People want value up front, and they demand smooth omni-channel experiences. Now, these shifts don't just affect your clients, but they also impact how you capture new leads for your agency. So if a busy business owner visits your website and they can't see the value of filling out a form, well, you've just lost a lead. If they do call you, but you miss that call because you're in a meeting or it's outside business hours, well, you've just lost a lead. Now, in this environment, you cannot afford to lose leads for silly reasons. Does everyone agree? Do you hate losing leads because you or your sales team missed a message or took too long to reply? Let us know in the chat. Now, this is where AI employees are changing the game. Employees, which you can build on Vendasta today, will ensure you engage with leads instantly across multiple channels, 24/7, capturing opportunities no matter when or where they arise. So, what type of employee do you need? Now, here's the exciting part. There are endless possibilities. You can build customer service agents, lead generation agents, or even specialized agents with unique personas tailored to different tasks. For example, at Vendasta, we have nearly 1,000 employees, so you can imagine the volume of routine queries our HR team handles. Now, give me a second. I'm going to share my screen here and show you something really cool. Okay, so because we have so many employees, and you can just imagine the amount of questions we get, we created an HR chatbot called Pepper. Okay, it's our employee AI chat assistant. And you can just see here, I've asked it questions like, hey, how do I get a promotion? I'm still waiting for that, BK. How many vacation days do I get? How do I hire someone in my team? Now, the HR team doesn't have to waste time dealing with me for these queries. The chatbot is completely trained on this using Vendasta, so it has all the knowledge about our employee policies and all of those things. Okay, and it's been answering thousands of questions for our employees, freeing up our HR team to do what they do best: interview talented candidates. And again, it was built all on Vendasta. Now let's take this concept for your agency, focused on what you want more, what you want most, more leads. Now I'm going to share my website. Check out this beautiful website, Brain Boost AI, Portland's top AI and automation agency. It's absolutely beautiful. You can check out how we built it on our YouTube channel. Okay, and what we have here, if you look here, is Matt. Okay, this is your 24/7 AI sales agent. Matt speaks any language and is designed to capture leads on your website and get them booked into your calendar. Now, many of you already use our lead gen chatbot for your clients' businesses, but this version, my friends, is for you. Now, Matt's job is to engage prospects the moment they land on your website, collect website visitors' contact details, and get them booked into your calendar, saving you and your sales team an insane amount of time and effort. But how does Matt do this? The good news is it's so easy. Now, I want to make this interactive. So let's imagine we're all prospects visiting this website, and I'd love for you, those of you in the chat, to help me out. Drop a question you get asked all the time by prospects, and I'll pick a few to see how Matt would respond to. Okay, let's see some suggested questions here. Okay, so one of the most common questions that agencies get is, can I see examples of your past work or case studies? Okay, so I'm going to type that question in. I'm going to hit submit. Matt's going to take a moment to think about it because he's got all this computing power, conjuring a response. Sure thing. Now, Matt said that one of our notable case studies is when we implemented an AI-assisted web chat that generated 27 leads in 3 days for a foot clinic. Now, what's awesome about this is that the case study, what Matt said, is consistent with the information on the website. Okay? So Matt provides instant answers and instant value, and this interaction connects into our unified inbox. Now, I'm just going to ask Matt a few more questions here. So how can I position my business to compete against competitors? That's a great question, Bill. Let's post that in, and let's see what Matt says. Just take a second here. Okay. So to position your business competitively, so Matt's got all the training to provide this advice and these suggestions. Okay, and he's talked about integrating AI. He's talked about streamlining your marketing strategy and introducing new services. Now, what I love about Matt in particular is how relentless he is at asking for contact details. So he's asked, would you like to discuss how we can tailor these solutions? I'm going to say, yes, absolutely. Let's do it. Then let's see what Matt says after. Great. To get started, can you please share your name? My name's Vishal. And could you provide me your phone number? Okay, so let's just give a example phone number here, and let's see what he does. Fantastic. Well, Matt detected that I perhaps don't have the right phone number. So he's got those safety checks built in to ensure that clients are providing the right contact details. So 306-1111-1111. Let's do that again. Fantastic. And now Matt said, thanks for confirming that. I'll send you a meeting link to and he's provided the calendar, so you can book a free 15-minute consultation. During this session, you'll also receive a free snapshot report to help you understand how our solutions can benefit your business. Does that sound good to you? Absolutely. So you can see here that Matt's provided, that instant value. And the moment that those contact details are submitted via this web chat, the information is all captured on the Vendasta CRM, and your sales team has a hot lead. And he sent that meeting link, and he's promised a free consultation where there's a free snapshot report. And as a prospect, how could you resist? Now, I'd love you to light up that heart emoji in chat because Matt is such a smooth operator. Now, if you want to learn how to build Matt, we have a blue pill and red pill situation. So if you have the blue pill, you can sit there, not be a Vendasta user, not get your hands dirty, and let your competitors get ahead. But if you want to take the red pill and you have a Vendasta account, I want you to open up Partner Center and stay with me because I am going to show you just how easy this is. And don't worry if you miss any of these steps and lines of text that I'll walk through, because a recording of this presentation will be available, and I'll also provide these steps in a document. Now, all you need to do is make sure that you're on our $99 starter plan at a minimum in order to build Matt. If you're not on a paid plan, I'd love you to type in Matt in the chat, and one of our friendly human sales reps will be happy to give you a demo. And if you sign up for a demo today, you will get a 35% rebate for each new sale of our AI-powered business app, Pro, until the 31st of December. So don't miss out and speak to one of our sales reps today. Okay, so hopefully a couple of you and many of you are interested in doing this exercise with me. So let me know in the chat if you are in Partner Center and you're on the home page, and we can build this together. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for the enthusiasm. Aaliyah, Stacy, Alec, Abby, really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, so you can see Partner Center on my screen. The first thing I'd love you to do is go to the right-hand top navigation here and click on Inbox. Okay, so we're going to click on Inbox. And we're going to click on this gear icon here to get into the menu where we can configure our web chat. Okay. Oh, so much enthusiasm. Troy, Dean, Dennis, thank you so much. I'm really love the fact you guys are building this with me. Okay, so let's hit Configure Web Chat. Okay, so just a couple of really simple steps we're going to go through. The first thing is we're going to give our AI employee widget a name. I've just called mine Brain Boost AI Lead Gen Employee. Okay, this just identifies what type of an employee it is. Now, the second thing we want to do is fill out our assistant details. So we're going to give our AI employee a name. I've called it Matt, the marketing expert, and I've given him an image. Of course, it is Matt Damon, who I love and adore. Now, this is just for a bit of fun and a placeholder. Please do pick an image that is appropriate for your agency's brand and the image that you want to portray. Okay, super simple. The next thing we're going to do is check capture lead information under primary goal. Now, this is really important because if you don't check this, your chatbot is going to behave like a customer service agent. It'll answer questions, but it won't persist in relentlessly asking customers for their contact details and encouraging them to book a demo. So if you want more leads, really simple, just check that box, okay? Then we have a option here called additional instructions. Now, this is super important. And what additional instructions means is what do you want your AI employee to do over and above just capturing a lead? Now, I've put two instructions here, okay, that I think could be really beneficial for you. Again, don't worry, this is all in the document that will be provided, okay? The first is, after capturing contact details, send the prospect a meeting link, encouraging them to book a free 15-minute consult where they'll receive a free snapshot report. And you remember, if you remember when I demoed Matt earlier, he did exactly that, okay? If you do this, you will hopefully not need your sales team to call the client, email them relentlessly, text them. Hopefully, they'll just book that meeting in your calendar straight away, saving you a ton of time. The second instruction, and I'll explain why this is important in a moment, is an instruction that helps Matt deal with hesitations. So we all know as agency owners, people, businesses, sometimes they don't like to pay money for marketing services, right? So I've put a way Matt can deal with this hesitation. I've put only if a prospect expresses concern about pricing, highlight that the average salary for a US marketing employee is over $67,000, and they often just have one specialty, whereas our agency does everything: SEO, AI tools, listings, and content creation. Okay, and so that will give Matt the training he needs to deal with hesitation. Now, the second one, and this is where the magic happens, is knowledge sources. Now, if you remember in the demo I did, Matt very accurately told that case study about the foot clinic, 27 leads in 3 days. Okay, all that stuff happens here. Okay, so what you're going to do is go to add knowledge, and we're going to press add new knowledge, and you're going to click on website. Okay, and you're going to type in your website URL, whatever it is. So I'll just put mine here, brainboost.ai, my website. Okay, and you can select and you can train Matt to learn all the information in just one URL, or you can follow links if there are several different links within the URL that you're adding in here. Okay, so we're just going to select a single page for simplicity. You click next again, and you hit close. And then Matt will be trained, your AI employee will be trained on all the URLs that you want a training to. So you want to ensure that your website copy is updated so that everything stays consistent with your AI employee. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some additional information, okay? Now, as agency owners, sometimes we don't want to put necessarily all the information on our website because we want to go through a bit of a sales process, right? For me, pricing is definitely something I just don't want to put on my website. But if I'm asked about it and I've built some rapport with clients, then I'm happy to talk about pricing. So here are two knowledge prompts that I've added. So the first is when asked about pricing, just say that it's $500 to $2,000 a month, depending on the services needed. And the second is when asked about business information, note that our opening hours, so I've just provided opening hours and my address, phone number, etc., and the services I provide. You want to make sure that your knowledge is like a good Google business profile. So if people are asking for your number, your contact details, that's all there and captured. Okay, so really super simple. You don't need to be putting in things like, oh, you're an intelligent and helpful chatbot. We have done all of that work. You just need to think about the instructions you want to give it and the knowledge you want to add, the knowledge that you want your AI employee to have. Okay, then just a few final things. We're going to give our web chat a greeting. So the greeting is, if I just go back to BrainBoost AI, the greeting is this part here. Okay, important you think about that one so it stands out. So I've put, hi, I'm Matt, ask me about anything about marketing. I feel that's quite an inviting greeting to add to incentivize website prospects to chat with the chatbot. Okay, and then just a few things on appearance. We can pick colors. We can pick whether we want the web chat to be on the left or the right. That's totally up to you. And the final part is super simple. How do we install it? Okay, so if you notice my website here, beautifully built on WordPress. So what we're going to do is go to the installation tab here. We're going to go to the WordPress option. Okay, and we're going to press down, and we're going to download the WordPress plugin. Now that's going to download a zip file, and then all you're going to do is go to your WordPress dashboard, and then when you're in your dashboard, go to plugins, add new plugin. Just take a sec to load here, and we are going to upload plugin. And we're going to choose that file. Okay, simple as that. You just choose the file that you just downloaded from Partner Center, upload that file, click install now, and click activate, and that's it. You're done. Your chatbot is good to go on your website. Now, why don't we go through and stress test just some of the instructions that we added in for Matt. So if you remember, we asked about, we added some instructions about pricing. So let's ask Matt about pricing. What is your pricing? And let's see what he has to say. And whether it's accurate and consistent with the instructions and the knowledge we've put. Our pricing ranges from $500 to $2,000 a month, depending on the services you need. Okay, now I'm gonna act like a small business owner and say, oh gee, that sounds really expensive. Vish, what is this? You're charging a king. What is this, Matt? You're charging a king's ransom. Let's see what Matt has to say, because we have trained him to deal with hesitation. Okay, and he has pointed out exactly what we did in our training. And I trained him to say that, hey, if you don't go with us, you can pay a marketing employee over $67,000. That's the average cost, and you're just going to get that one specialty. Okay, I as the SMB am convinced, and then maybe I'll say, great. What is your business information? Where are you located? Okay, and so we'll just stress test the final bit of knowledge that we added. We're based in Portland, Oregon. The address is 1 Velvet Way. Totally no coincidence with my jacket. He's given the office hours, the number, and asked if there's anything else you need to know. Okay, so there we go. It's as simple as that, my friends. Now, it's smart, smooth, simple, and Matt dealt with those queries in such a great way, the way we trained it. And those examples show you how easy it is to refine our web chat for your needs. Now, we've just programmed our AI employee in less than 15 minutes, and now none of your leads are going to fall through the cracks, because that combination of our web chat, unified inbox, and our voice assistant, which my colleague John Daboud is unstoppable. And wasn't it so easy to set up? You didn't need GPTs or complex prompts. We took care of all of that. And I think that, my friends, deserves one last fire emoji before I love you and leave you. So if you enjoyed this presentation, please burn that chat down for me, or just say Velvet Vish. I'd encourage everyone to activate this chatbot for your agency. You can download my step-by-step guide by accessing the link on the screen, and all of this will be available, so don't you worry. Now, as we say in Canada, enjoy the rest of Vendasta Connect, and thanks for tuning into my session, eh?
Vish, thank you so much for walking us through and showing us how easy that can be, and mostly, thank you very much for that jacket. You made my day like you always do. Wow, what a day. We're not done yet. I do want to take a moment to thank you all for being part of this journey into AI-powered growth. Now it's time to get our hands-on workshop sessions going. Head over there to the chat, and in the chat, you'll see the links for your choice of sessions. This is your chance to connect directly with Vendasta employees, partners, and fellow attendees. We'll see you over there.